listen carefully, because this affects you directly. If you are an engineering student in India right now, this is your reality. Your degree is losing value every single year. Take a moment to let that sink in. It's not because you aren't working hard. You're putting in the hours. It's simply because the system hasn't changed. Let's talk about what's actually happening, and more importantly, how you can actually win.
Think about your daily routine right now. You attend classes, you write assignments, you prep for internal exams, maybe you do a little coding on the side. From the outside, everything looks fine. You are doing exactly what you were told to do. But inside, there's a question you probably don't say out loud. You sit there, looking at your textbooks, and ask yourself, am I actually ready for a real job? If you've ever felt that, you need to know you are not alone.
Let's look at the skill gap, what colleges teach versus what the industry needs. Most engineering colleges in India are just not designed to make you industry ready. That is a fact. They are designed to complete a syllabus, conduct exams, and hand you a degree. Now, that system worked perfectly 10 years ago. But today, it is completely disconnected from reality. Here's the data. 6 to 12. The industry is changing every 6 to 12 months. New frameworks, new tools, entirely new paradigms. And your syllabus? It hasn't changed in years. You are being trained for a world that simply does not exist anymore. So what happens? You spend 4 years doing everything right. You follow the rules, and yet you graduate feeling entirely behind. I want to reassure you, this isn't a lack of capability. It is because you were solving the wrong problem. You mastered how to pass exams, but the industry, it doesn't run on exams. Let's move to the first major shift, the AI pivot, and how it changes your value. Most people are operating on fear right now. They think AI is just replacing jobs. But AI is actually changing what makes you valuable. Earlier, the game was simple. If you knew how to code, you were valuable. You knew the syntax, you got the job. Now, the rules have changed. If you can solve problems faster using AI, you are valuable. It's no longer about just knowing the language. It is about accelerating the solution. This leads to a brutal reality. 2 students sit next to each other. Same degree, same marks, exact same college. But one gets incredible opportunities, and the other struggles. The difference? One understands how to actually apply knowledge and leverage tools. The other just memorized the textbook. And this brings us to a huge trap, the let me finish my degree first mindset. Listen to me, as someone who sees this play out every single year, by the time you finish your degree, the market has already moved ahead. The students who understand AI leverage are already miles down the road. So how do we fix this? Here is the 4-step survival system. But before we get to the steps, let's look at some data to understand the execution gap you are up against. On platforms like YouTube, more than 50% of viewers leave within the first 30 seconds. That means attention is the new currency. For educational content, even a 40 to 60% retention rate is considered strong. Most people don't even finish learning. Only about 1 in 6 actually finish what they start, which means most people start things and never complete them. That's your real competition. The ones who finish automatically move ahead.
Step 1. Stop studying only for exams.
Right now, thousands of students are studying the exact same syllabus. They have the same notes, the same answers. So when recruiters look at a stack of resumes, everyone looks completely identical. Companies don't hire marks, they hire proof of work. You need to pick one real-world problem, a small app, a simple automation script. Build something. Even if it's messy, build it. Let's pause right here. If you are serious about fixing this, don't just watch this explainer. Actually apply at least one step today. Pick that project. Write that first line of code. Don't be part of the statistics we just talked about.
Step 2. Learn AI the right way.
Most students use AI like a basic search engine. They type random questions, copy the answers, and move on. That does not build skill. It makes you dependent. Top students use it differently. They break massive problems into small steps. They ask better questions. They verify outputs. They treat AI like a collaborative thinking partner, not a lazy shortcut. This is the core truth you need to remember. AI will not replace you, but someone who uses AI better than you will. Your competition is no longer your classmates. It is the student who knows how to amplify their output using these tools.
Step 3. Build visibility before placements.
This is the visibility gap, and it's highly underrated. Most students wait until their final year to think about jobs. That is way too late. Today, opportunities come from visibility. Start sharing your work online. Post what you learn, show your imperfect projects, be consistent. Because if nobody sees your work, it essentially doesn't exist.
Step 4. Build a skill that compounds.
A massive mistake is learning a little bit of everything. Shallow knowledge does not create value. You need to pick one specific direction and go deep. Then you combine it with the AI multiplier. Coding plus AI, data plus AI, automation plus AI. When you compound a deep core discipline with AI acceleration, you become incredibly hard to replace.
Well, let's look at the timeline. Your degree isn't useless, but depending only on it is dangerous. In your first, second, or third year, you have time. Build skills and visibility early, and you receive opportunities later. But if you wait until your final year to start building, you face brutal rejection. Most students realize this after graduation when it's too late. You don't have to be one of them.
We covered a lot today. Send this to one friend who is still depending only on their degree, because someone you know, a classmate or a roommate, is still stuck in the old system. Help them out. I want to leave you with this. I don't make these explainers for entertainment. I make them so you don't waste 4 years like most students. The game has changed, but now you have the playbook. If you want practical guidance like this, subscribe. Until next time, start building that proof of work.